up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at quite possibly one of the strangest UFOs ever seen in the nighttime sky. First, looking at a video from the western United States. I believe this was up in the state of Washington, sent in by Bob J. from just a few days ago. This was a cloud of pollen that fell out of a tree in his backyard. If that's any indication of what the pollen is going to be like this year, allergies will probably be on a entirely different level. I think that's one of the thickest pollen plumes I think I've ever seen. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at the massive power outage situation that occurred last night here in the United States. At one point in time, there were over 30 states in the United States dealing with power outages of some magnitude, from 86,000 in Texas, 39,000 in Tennessee, 28,000 in Arkansas and Iowa, 27,000 in Missouri, 27,000 in Nevada, 27,000 in California, 16K in Kansas, 11,000 in Georgia, 20,000 in South Carolina. You get the idea. There were 463,000 power outages at the time I saw this map in 30 different states due to high winds that swept across the central and eastern United States yesterday evening. And from what I understand, all of the power is not restored yet, and it may be a while before all the power gets back on. Wow, that definitely gives new meaning to a widespread power outage. And I compared the power outages to the map of the weird flashing incidents that we're seeing here in the United States, and there was some similarities. You can see obviously the power outages occupying the majority of the states around the Mississippi and east of the Mississippi, and that coincides with the map here that I'm keeping of the ongoing flashing light situation, which the majority of the sightings have been around the Mississippi or east of the Mississippi. I want to share with you guys some bizarre video footage from the skies of New York, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania of some mysterious objects spotted in the nighttime sky. Check this out. Will from the Bronx, New York, February 24th, 2025, looked up and saw this in the nighttime sky. This was a large, silent object that was obviously blinking in the nighttime sky, but wasn't moving. That was not an airplane or a helicopter. If that was a drone, that was one big drone. Here it is, slightly modified. I was trying to see if I could pull forward any possible features, maybe a wing, maybe a tail fin, something recognizable, but I didn't see anything recognizable on there at all other than the colors. You can see what looked like maybe pink, red, purple. Here it is in a highly modified format, and that format there is a good format that pulls forward features if they're there to see. There were none there to see. Two very large stationary lights that appeared to be attached to one large object parked above the Bronx. Speaking of large objects, check this out above Chattanooga, Tennessee. Dale, February 28th of 2025. Look right over here. About 1,000 feet off the ground. These four lights, 2 and 2, appear to be connected to something larger. Unbelievable. That thing, whatever it was massive. I zoomed in here to get a closer look. Again, trying to pull forward a possible edge, maybe something that we could see. And this thing was just not meant to be seen, except for the lights that were blinking on the two visible corners, and there may have been one in the back that we couldn't see. But these two up front we could see, and I zoomed in on the objects, and what do those look like? Those look like the object that we saw above the Bronx. At least they're very similar. However, these appear to be attached to a large object in the sky parked above Chattanooga, Tennessee, about a week ago. What a great catch by Dale. This was an inverted format. Light is dark, dark is light. Again, trying to pull forward something recognizable. Nothing there. Looked like a large craft parked above Chattanooga, Tennessee. Moving on to video number 3 out of Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. This video was sent in by Seth Donahue from February 25th at 5 p.m. in broad daylight. He looked up in the sky, and it looked like a star was falling through the daytime sky. Check this video out. It has narration. Here we go.
Okay, Mr. MBB333, what's this? There's the tree line. in my top windows, and I had no idea what it was. That sucks. It's going behind the tree line.
What an interesting video coming out of Pennsylvania. Great catch. I don't think that was a drone, as it was way too bright. I don't think it was a balloon because it was moving way too fast and way too straight to be a balloon. This thing appeared to come straight down out of the sky, which would eliminate a Chinese lantern. Chinese lanterns, as we've learned over the years, are completely at the mercy of the wind, which would have put this thing all over the place. This thing came down pretty much in a straight line, then disappeared behind the tree line. Excellent video by Dale out of Pennsylvania. Speaking of excellent videos, here we go. One of the strangest things you'll ever see in the Earth's sky. Check this out. This bizarre object that you're about to see here was approximately 4 miles in the sky, based off of how small it appears right here at the very beginning of the video, unedited, unzoomed. And as we zoom in on this thing, it's pretty decent size, and it has features. You know how we're always zooming in to look for possible features? Well, when I zoomed in on this thing, it had features galore. Check this out. Purple, what looks like a question mark in the nighttime sky, just sitting there. I had a gentleman tell me that this looked like it had a liquid stabilizer in it, as it doesn't appear to be moving. It's remaining perfectly still in the nighttime sky. Once again, at around 4 miles up, over 20,000 feet. Are you serious right now? Wait till we zoom in on this thing and look at some of the features. Here they zoom back out, and there it is, way up in the night sky, all by itself. Here we're going to zoom in, look at some still images, take a closer look. Video was sent in by Tegan Hare. Check this out. We're going to go in. You're going to see a circle with an X in the middle of this thing. That implies intelligent design 100%, whatever this thing may have been. Look at that. Are you serious right now? I zoomed in here because this just looked highly unusual. Looks like a mouth opening, right? With 2 lights down below. There's the circle with the X in the middle of it. Lights kind of scattered around right there. 2 right there. I believe 1 down here. Yeah, 1 down there. What is going on? That was in the sky above your planet. Just sitting there, taking it all in. Look at that. Get a load of that, would you? I mean, it just doesn't get any more bizarre than this. You can't make this stuff up. Here's that opening again that looked like a mouth. You can see what looks like something coming out of it right there. There's your X, encompassed by a circle. I thought this one here turned out really good. This is just a simple black and white conversion. Look at that thing. If I had to take a guess, I would say this thing is somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 feet tall, maybe 8 feet wide. Here it is in an X-ray format. Unreal. There's the circle with the X in the middle. Got some activity going on down there, right there. What was that thing? Again, this was in the sky above your planet, and I don't know if it was alone. I mean, they just happened to see this one. They could be all over the place for all we know. This one just happened to be visible for a short period of time, and Tegan caught it on video. Here I just simply turned it horizontal for a slightly different perspective. There's that circle again with the X in the middle. Here's the opening that resembles a mouth. I don't know what else to call it. Got some lights through the center of that thing. This is a different format, too, that reveals some different features. But again, you know, how do you describe something like this that is so alien-looking? I mean, it really is. Unbelievable. Crystal clear view of the circle with the X in the middle. crystal clear. Even though it's in an X-ray format, turned out really good. And then what I did, I put these things side by side. Check this out. There's the original vertical. Then I flipped it, turned it upside down just to get a different look at this thing. And I really didn't see anything different. It's still super bizarre, highly unusual. Of all of the videos that I've analyzed over all of these years, I've never seen anything even remotely close to whatever that was in the skies above planet Earth. What an incredible video. Once again, a massive power outage being dealt with today. 30 states, nearly 500,000 customers off the power grid. From what I understand, primarily high winds that dislocated tree branches that obviously found their way to power lines. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo sent in by Gretchen and Chris out of Champaign, Illinois. Get a load of that sky, would you, above Champaign on the 4th? Talk about turbulence. If you were in an airplane and ran through that turbulence at 30, 35,000 feet, that would be a ride to remember. Incredible photo. Thanks for sharing. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. Saw a fairly strong M-class solar flare in the last 12 hours. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Seeing a little bit of magma intrusion around the caldera. I don't see any earthquake activity. All in all, pretty quiet at the supervolcano caldera. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red tab that says, have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.